Alright, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing the brakes on the Miata. I'm going to be doing all four corners. I'm going to be doing the pads and the rotors. So right over here I have all new rotors. I have new pads. Nothing special, just the basic ones you get from AutoZone. And I already have the car up on jacks and on the stands. So I got the front wheel off. I'm going to do the front one first. Alright, so I've gone ahead and loosened up all the bolts to get the caliper off. Right on the caliper there's 114, 117, and then on the caliper bracket back here there's one down here, 114 and 114 up here. We take these two off, the caliper slide off, we hang it over here. We don't want to hang it on the brake line, and then we can slide this bracket off so we can take the rotor off, resurface the hub, and then throw all the new parts on. I got a strange feeling that these haven't been changed in forever, because this is all just rusted to fucking hell. Like, I have so much rust just fucking crumbling off these pads in this rotor. I just want to show you how bad my brakes were. This is the pad that was on the back. There's literally nothing there. Even actually the metal is starting to crack right on it. But I mean, there's absolutely nothing. If you compare it to one of the new pads, it's this is gonna make quite the difference. Alright, so if you're lucky like me, when you go to take the rotor off, it's gonna be completely corroded on there. What I had to do was I had to PB blast the shit out of it and slowly hammer it out, but I finally got it out. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take something to smooth out the surface of the hub so the rotor lays on there nice and evenly, and then it's really a reverse process from here. Alright, so now I'm putting everything back together. I have the new rotor on there, I have the new pads. I reused the metal brackets because the new pads didn't come with them. But one thing you want to do is when you put the new pads in, you want to take some brake grease. This is what I have. And you want to just kind of like get the ends of the pads. And when you're putting bolts back in, just grease up the bolts and the bolts for the sliders. And what that's going to do is it's going to make it easier on all the parts, and when you go to do it a second time, or if you go to change your brakes again, it's going to be a lot easier getting everything back off. Alright, so now that the bracket's back on with the new rotor and the new pad, what you want to do is you're going to want to push the piston on the caliper back in, which I've already done. I picked up this run-a tool from AutoZone. Pick it up for 60 bucks. You get your money when you bring it back. And with this, you'll be able to do the calipers. Alright, so now that I put the caliper back on, I didn't take off the brake line, so I don't need to bleed it. So now the front side, or this corner, is done. I'm going to do the other front side, and then I'm going to show you how to do the back ones. I have the front right side off, and again, I just want to show you how bad my brakes were. Like, this is the pad. There's absolutely nothing there. And on the rotor over here, you can see how just worn out it was. Alright, so now that we have this wheel off, we can do the back one. This one's a little different, but there's just 1 and 2 14 mil bolts, and this will come right off, and then we should be able to get the rotor off, get the pads off, and get the new ones all in. Alright, so now I got the rear wheel off. What we're going to do is, before we take the caliper off, the Miata's rear caliper is a little different because of the e-brake system. Back here there's going to be two nuts. I already took the one out, but it's going to be the small 14, and then in there is an Allen, I don't know if you see that, there's an Allen bolt that adjusts the e-brake. So what we got to do is we got to take that out so we can retract the piston all the way out and then slide it off. I think we have to take this bolt off, then it'll slide off. Alright, I didn't show it, but once you get this bottom nut bolt out, it's 10 mil. This will move over and slide. We're gonna retract that piston. I already got the new pads in place, got the new rotor. Alright, so I'm on the other rear side, and I just got these pads off. Look how bad that is. I knew this one was really bad, but yeah, this is terrible. You could, while you're driving, you can hear such a terrible metal to metal contact. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this side on, break them in, and then my brakes will be good. I didn't show in the video, but to readjust the e-brake, all you gotta do is turn the Allen key in the caliper back in, so the caliper is pushing the pad into the rotor, locking the wheel. And what you do is, once it's doing that, You take the Allen key and you back it out about 3/4. Make sure your wheel spins freely, and then crank the e-brake, see if it locks up, and if it locks up when the e-brake's cranked and when it's free when it's not, then your e-brake's adjusted and you're good to go. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more Project Miata. Thank you for watching.